Hello everyone, welcome back. It's an exciting day because I am on my way to watch Black Adam. Now this is a movie that I've been anticipating for some time. I've known that The Rock has put a lot of work into this movie, helped bring back Henry Cavill, which I definitely can thank the man for. That is amazing. And just, a little something about me, guys. I'm a big comic book fan. I love DC Comics, Marvel Comics, Dark Horse, and many others, man. I'm also a big anime guy as well. And I actually have another channel that does regard gaming. I have a Marvel game that I play, and then there's some anime style characters that I also like to play. And so I'm really into this kind of stuff, right? But one thing that I've noticed with a lot of our movies is that, especially superhero movies, is that our villains don't really feel like villains. Now, Black Adam is a villain in the comic books. He is a hardcore villain. I mean, he does care about his people from conduct, but he's one of those characters, at least from the comic books, that is so corrupted by the power that he gained from the Egyptian gods that he feels in his heart that he is the only God and can be the only one true power, right? So anytime he feels threatened by any other heroes or any other person that might be able to overthrow him, he's going to kill him. That's kind of how Black Adam works. He pretty much will murder anyone that is in his way. Now, I never expect a direct depiction of a comic book hero or villain in a movie. I've just come to lower my expectations when it comes to that, because for the most part, most of the characters that I've seen in our comic book movies, there's some of them that's been represented very well, but some of them just, really far from what they should be, or really far from what they are in comic books. So I kind of have lowered my expectations, especially with a company like Warner Brothers, who, does do Superman, who has all the DC rights. They've had some, bangers out there. The first Wonder Woman movie was awesome. Aquaman I thought was pretty decent. It was a fun movie. I enjoyed it a lot. There was some decent movies in there, but unfortunately a lot of them were just kind of failures, right? Didn't really represent the characters the way that they should. And I'm praying to God, that, since The Rock has so much influence, and he really cares about the fans, he really wants to have a movie. I mean, I've seen so many interviews with the guy. I really love him. I think he's awesome. The problem and the worry I have with him is that, he's such an iconic character, or not, well, I don't know if I want to say character, but he's such an iconic person in the movie business, right? Wrestling and movies, and a lot of people would try to aspire to be him, which is great because, I mean, he's a very successful man. But my worry is because of his popularity that he'll just be himself in the movie. He won't really be Black Adam. I don't really know, right? And I realize we're going to get some Rock-esque things going on. That's fine. But my hope is that he's going to be a true villain in the movie, like a true killer. Like if I feel like he's not, like if I feel like, oh yeah, okay, maybe he kills some people, but they're just bad guys anyways, and they're just grunts. And then the other, like the JSA, right? If he's not attempting to kill them, if it looks like he's holding back, then I'm going to be disappointed with that. Now, in the context of the movie, maybe it'll be a different story, right? I really don't know. I have no idea. I haven't watched any really movie reviews or anything like that. It seems like people are kind of torn. The critics have really knocked the movie down something fierce. And anytime the critics do that, I tend to think a movie might be pretty fun to watch. Because a lot of times, at least for me, right, as far as how I perceive things and perceive movies, I usually like a lot of the things that they hate. And I usually don't like a lot of the things that they love. It doesn't always work out that way, but it definitely, like for me, a lot of times it does appear to work out that way. Kind of weaving in and out of all this, right? So we'll see, and that's kind of what gives me hope, is the fact that, they hate it. So because they hate it, I'm actually going and watching the movie right now, right? I mean, I got to see it now. I actually was thinking I was going to hold off and just wait till it came out on video and purchase it, But I changed my tune because of those critics hating it. It's like, well, if they hate it, then there must be something here. I mean, because, I'm one of those people that I do want things to respect the source material, but I'm also somebody that can turn my brain off and just enjoy something fun, right? Something fun to watch. And I think I think that might be the thing about this movie that I will take away from it, is that I'll probably just think it's a really fun movie and nothing special, just a good time, right? And honestly, whenever we watch movies, you know, we just want to be entertained, and I think that's honestly enough, right? If I'm entertained, if I'm having a good time, that's a win in my book. That's a win, because I mean, obviously there's a lot of movies that try to be deep and they try to be, you know, poetic, and they're just not. They're just not. You need really good dialogue, dialect, and with a superhero movie, or I guess a villain movie, you don't really expect that. It'd be nice, it'd be awesome if we've seen that, but these days we don't. I mean, at least as far as I can tell, guys, we don't really see it as much as what we would like to, right? And yeah, you know, and this might be something I do on the channel, you know, every once in a while when a movie comes out, especially one that I'm interested in. It doesn't have to be a superhero movie, by the way. I just enjoy movies. And check it out, right? So this is the movie theater that I always like to go to, Galaxy Cinema, very popular in Vietnam, in all honesty. We need to park the old bike here. Okay. There we go. All right. So let's park this baby. This looks like a good spot right here. All right, cool. So they don't have no problem with the camera. That's awesome. So I can come in here with this camera and we can film everything. All right, gotta be a little careful down these steps here. Oh yeah. All right. Scroll down here. Okay. All right. There we go. And this is like the first time I'm trying, you know, using a handheld camera as I come through here. And let's pick up something neat. We got like, oh yeah, I got about 6 minutes before my movie starts. So let's go ahead and pick up some food. Popcorn?
Popcorn?
Yeah.
This
Go.
which one popcorn you want? I have a sweet popcorn, cheese, caramel, and Milo.
Cheese popcorn, please.
Cheese popcorn.
Yes, and một gà sting.
Stick.
Yeah, đúng rồi. Okay. Very unhealthy product there, but I like it.
This is 110.
Okay, 110. Let's see here. Okay. There you go. All right, thank you so much. Yeah, man, you know, this is a nice little place. Nice little place to kick back, relax a little bit. You know, I mean, it's a movie theater, but, you know, it's pretty typical, pretty much the same as what you'd see. Well, we're pretty similar anyways to what we have back home in the States. All right, thank you. All right, yeah, come on. All right, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and shut this off because I can't bring a camera in the theater. So I'll be back and I'll let you guys know what I think about the movie, man. See you until then. All right, everybody, all right. So I am leaving the theater and I want to give you guys my first impressions of Black Adam. So initially, guys, I liked it. I had a lot of fun watching it. It was a really good movie to turn my brain off and just enjoy the spectacle that it had to offer. It was pretty fun. I will say this though, as a comic book fan, as someone that knows Black Adam from DC Comics, he's definitely not Black Adam. He don't feel like Black Adam. I mean, he's a pretty ruthless dude, but I don't know. There are like, he definitely could have been more brutal. He ends up becoming more like a hero than anything. It's kind of how he's presented, and that was kind of a turnoff for me. But the movie was just so fun that I didn't really care. I still enjoyed it quite a bit. The action was pretty cool. There was a couple moments of CGI that looked a little weird, but then there was other moments where the CGI just looked insane, just amazing. So it was like, it was pretty cool. I mean, the villain was, you know, the main villain anyways, was kind of weak, right? But the movie, like, like for me, like I did enjoy the movie, I had a good time, but I think the movie would have been way better if Black Adam would have just been this, you know, like ruthless, well, I don't want to say hero, but ruthless dude with powers, and then they would have surrounded the story more about the actual main villain, done some character development with him, and then it would have been between those two of who's really the most powerful, right? The most power hungry. It's kind of weird though, because, you know, this is set in a universe where we do have the Justice League and everything. So like, you're kind of wondering, where's Superman? Where is everyone? Like, all this destruction's happening and no one's around. It's kind of the problem with these kinds of movies, with the superhero movies, is like, when you start thinking about things that actually, you know, make sense, then yeah, I mean, you have to throw logic out the window whenever you're watching a lot of these things. But like I said earlier, even before I watched the movie, I was like, well, you know, I'm the type of person that, you know, I can turn my brain off. I can just turn it off, enjoy a good action flick, and just have some fun with it. And that's pretty much what happened. I did like Black Adam, like the character in the movie, but I would have liked him a lot better if he would have been more merciless. Like, I really, like, for me, I just want darker stories about these characters. I want to love to hate my villains, and I didn't love to hate him. I actually liked him, which isn't exactly what you want for your villains. At least that's not what I want. I actually want to hate them, you know, love to hate them. Like, oh my God, this character is so merciless. Like, they are just ruthless beyond comprehension. Like, oh my God. But that isn't how I felt after it. I was like, yeah, he's definitely merciless at moments, but he isn't a cold-blooded killer. He's not, like, they took some things from the original comic book runs and they did put it in there, but they definitely changed up shop on quite a few things, which was fun, right? Like I said earlier, I don't mind whenever they change the depiction of a character a little bit. They stray from it, you know. I get it, man. They don't want to. They try not to make it exactly like the comic books, but they really should, because I mean, the comic books, there's a reason why they're so popular, right? There's a reason why they're so popular and why so many people love them, right? So that's kind of a mistake really on their part, and I really feel like a bit of a missed opportunity. But the thing is though, I mean, the movie I definitely enjoyed it, had a good time, and I honestly think it's going to be good for DC, right? Despite what any critics might say, I think it's going to be really good for DC. I actually am interested to see what they're going to do next. I just hope we don't have some Black Adam, Superman collab movie where they're working together. I don't want to see it. I really don't. I want Black Adam to be a killer, man. I want him to be a killer, but we'll see, guys, how it's going to go. I did enjoy it. It was a lot of fun. Let me know in the comments how you guys felt if you watched Black Adam. Did you enjoy it? Did you think it was a good movie? I know this isn't some in-depth review. I'm just giving you guys my initial impressions right after watching it. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, guys. Man, let me know what you think about Black Adam, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See everybody. Bye-bye.